Hey, I'm Steve Kazee, Broadway.com's 2012 Star of the Year. Thank you very much, you guys. And you are watching the Broadway.com show.
Welcome to the Broadway.com show, your weekly roundup for everything Broadway, or as we like to think of it, ground zero for Aaron Tveit gifts. Let's get started with the news. What's the buzz, Paul?
The fans have spoken. Nominations were announced for the 2013 Broadway.com Audience Choice Awards, which will be held May 5th in New York City. Topping the list is a new musical, Kinky Boots, with 8 nods, with Matilda, Cinderella, and Annie following close behind. The most honored stars were Billy, Birdie, and Bet. That is, Billy Porter, Bertie Carvel, and Bette Midler, each receiving 3 acting nominations. May the star with the most Twitter followers win. Don't forget to vote at awards.broadway.com/vote.
Broadway's about to get a whole lot more fabulous as the long-running revival Chicago welcomes a brand new headliner, TV star Wendy Williams, for a 7-week run this summer. Friend in our head, Ms. Williams, begins as Matron Mama Morton on June 25th, so it looks like this is your hot summer ticket. How you doing, Wendy?
There's a brand new winner of the Pulitzer Prize for Drama, Disgrace by Ayad Akhtar. This riveting drama of a Pakistani-American lawyer's identity crisis wowed audiences at Lincoln Center Theater, with Daily Show star Asif Manvi in the lead. The first time's the charm for Akhtar, a talented actor, screenwriter, novelist, and now an award-winning playwright. Congratulations.
After 8 seasons on the hit TV series Weeds, Mary-Louise Parker is putting down the joint and heading back to Broadway. The Tony and Emmy winner will play a newly widowed mother struggling to make ends meet in the world premiere of The Snow Geese this October. We're thrilled Parker has finally grown out of that rebellious drug dealing phase and is back in the Great White Way where she belongs.
Breakfast is officially off the menu. Broadway will say farewell to Holly Golightly when the new stage adaptation of Breakfast at Tiffany's plays its final performance on Sunday, April 21st. Emilia Clarke, Corey Michael Smith, and George Wendt opened a stylish play at the Court Theater last month, but now it's time to say goodbye as Truman Capote's classic novella goes lightly off the Great White Way. Hey Holly, call me?
Hi, I'm Vanessa Williams, and you're watching Broadway.com.
With The Big Knife, Clifford Odets' play about the price of success in 1940s Tinseltown opening this week, we started thinking about other shows that explore old-school Hollywood glamour. Let's count down our favorites with this week's High Five. At number 5 is Singin' in the Rain, the splashy musical comedy about the decline of the silent screen era. Number 4 is Dirty Blonde, Claudia Schiffer's body salute to screen siren Mae West. Number 3 is Mac and Mabel, Jerry Herman's lush musical about the turbulent relationship between movie director Mack Sennett and his muse, Mabel Normand. Number 2 is City of Angels, Cy Coleman's Tony winner about a struggling detective writer and his gumshoe creation. And the top spot goes to Sunset Boulevard, Andrew Lloyd Webber's dark and delicious musical about Norma Desmond, the fated star dying for a comeback. Whenever these shows about the golden age of the movie biz come back to Broadway, we'll be the first to raise a glass of bubbly.
Motown the Musical celebrated its big Broadway opening night this week, and who better to join in the festivities than Motown founder and book writer Berry Gordy and legendary diva Diana Ross. This week's exclusive hotshot features Motown stars Felicia LeKay and Brandon Victor Dixon, together with their real-life counterparts backstage on opening night. Stop in the name of this fabulous photo.
Thumbs up in a big way to the casting of Kristin Chenoweth as Matthew Broderick's busybody sister in a CBS sitcom pilot. Matthew plays a widower in the untitled show, which he compared to the 1960s hit The Courtship of Eddie's Father during a recent appearance on Broadway.com's Show People. We feel sure these Tony winners are going to make awesome TV sibs.
Thumbs way down to the Ethel Barrymore Theater for its horrifyingly inadequate recycling facilities. The theater is the new home of Macbeth, starring Tony winner Alan Cumming, and in his Broadway.com video blog, the actor is seen taking home the audience's trash so he can sort and recycle it at home. Shame on you, Barrymore Theater. What year is this? 1606?
It's Broadway Smackdown time. Last week we asked you which of Aaron Tveit's signature songs you're most excited to hear him perform at his concert series at 54 Below. I'm Alive from Next to Normal or Goodbye from Catch Me If You Can. After some intense voting, I'm Alive came out on top with 57% of the votes. Now for this week's Smackdown. Broadway has 2 larger-than-life child terrorizers on the boards. Matilda's girl by the pigtails throwing, all children are maggot-spouting Miss Agatha Trunchbull, and Annie's booze-guzzling and little girls hating Miss Agatha Hannigan. Yikes, no happy Agathas here. So, we have to know, which monstrously hilarious villain is your favorite? Tweet your vote to BroadwayCom with the hashtag B'way Smackdown, and then tune in next week for the winner.
Our tweet of the week comes from Last 5 Years composer Jason Robert Brown, who responded to news that Justin Bieber hoped Holocaust victim Anne Frank would have been a believer. Jason wrote, "That's silly. Anne Frank would not be a believer. She'd be 84 years old. She'd be a subscriber to a not-for-profit theater company." That's right. Anne Frank would be applauding Judith Light at MTC, not obsessing over a self-promoting twit-tween idol on YouTube.
Hi, I'm Marissa Jaret Winokur, and you are watching Broadway.com show.
On April 11th, Broadway welcomed the magical new musical Matilda to the stage. The musical teaches us so many precious lessons, like we're all miracles in our mommy's eyes, and we're better off reading than watching the telly. But the biggest lesson of all might be that sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty to get what you want. So we asked the cast and opening night guests how naughty they were as children. Here's what they had to say.
Oh, I was really bad. I was really naughty as a kid, but you know, it turned out all right.
Full of mischief. There was a lot of mischief. It wasn't good.
I was one of those people that could kind of be naughty and almost brush it off on somebody else.
I did call my 6th grade teacher a whore by accident because I thought it meant goblin.
I'm naughty right now.
When you look over the Broadway career of Nathan Lane, which has spanned an incredible 19 shows, you can't help but be wowed. He's done it all, from musical comedy to farce to drama to David Mamet. But his amazing performance in the new play, The Nance, is a career topper. As Chauncey Miles, a gay vaudeville star at a heartbreaking crossroads, Lane has found a role worthy of all his talents. Bravo, Nathan. You're our star of the week.
That's all for this week's episode. Thanks for tuning in. We leave you with footage of Laura Osnes' gorgeous rendition of Funny Girl's signature song, People, from a recent rehearsal for the New York Pop's 30th anniversary gala. See you next week.